Transmediale is a festival for digital media and art, and it's been running since 1988, so it's quite an old festival now. It started off as a video festival, so originally it was a festival for new video art, and since the mid-1990s it has turned to all sorts of different types of art using digital media. And today it's one of the biggest festivals for digital art in Europe. The festival has a different theme every year. Last year it was called Fly Utopia, and we dealt with the visions and utopias that artists are associating with new technologies. And this year we said, let's look the other way. Let's turn away from the utopias and the visions. Let's look at the basics. And now it's an exploration of research, of knowledge, of basic needs that people have with technologies. We don't really make a distinction between the digital and the analog, because all digital technologies are actually based on analog systems. The cables, the monitors, the computer systems are all built in analog systems, and the way in which we experience them through our perceptive apparatus, through our bodies, that's all analog as well. So the digital is just one form in which we experience the world. The digital is of course also moving into the arts. The artists are using the possibilities of digital media in order to express their views of the world and in order to find critical views of the world that we live in. Transmediale is not really a festival for digital photography. It comes from a tradition of the video art, but digital technology also means that any image that you see on the screen, even when it's a photograph, it has always to be calculated. It's always a process, a computer process, that brings the image onto the screen. So any image that anybody sees on the computer is already a process, a moving image in a certain way. The works that we have in the exhibition, for instance by Alice Micheli or Thomas Köhner, they are based on photographs, but they are turned into digital processes. So there's a very fluid line today between photography and the moving image, and we hope that by presenting these works we can show that a new digital aesthetics always has to think about the processuality, the time-based nature of the digital. And photography of course also has an important role to play in documenting people's work. Artists who are doing performances out in the street, artists who are presenting work that is not meant for being made as a spectacle, but things which are hidden, things which are very subtle. And for instance, Michel Therrin or Michael Rakowitz, they need digital photographs in order to be able to convey what they're doing out in the streets with people in very sensitive situations to a larger audience. And the digital there just makes it very easy and fast to present those kinds of works. Berlin has a very ambiguous attitude towards history and technology. The war has destroyed large parts of the city, and it's technologies which have created the possibility for that destruction. And people in Germany are very aware of that, and so there's always a very important anti-technological undercurrent in the way in which we look at technologies. But of course there's also a great opportunity that technologies offer. And there's a struggle in Berlin in the architecture, in the way in which we design things, in the art that we present, between those different attitudes. And Transmediale is certainly one of the places where we can show the most innovative, the most avant-garde in the appropriation of technologies. But there are of course other people who say that this is really dangerous and that we are buying into a system which is destructive. And we try at the festival to bring those different positions together and to confront them with each other. And we hope that the festival thereby becomes a place where it's possible to discuss these things in the social arena.